Bitcoin is about to create another major breakout today, and also while this is happening, we are seeing a major signal flash on the Bitcoin market right now that historically has always showed us a major rally towards the upside. So I'm gonna be doing a deep dive into what is exactly happening on Bitcoin on the imminent short term, what we could be expecting is going to likely happen next on Bitcoin, but more importantly, in today's update video, I am gonna be doing a very big deep dive in towards Ethereum and what we're right now expecting of Ethereum, what we right now think is going to be happening next from this point, the most important reasons why it is currently pushing up, and much more important data points here. So a lot to discuss on today's update video, so don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away towards the imminent short term on Bitcoin, where we're currently just seeing a major consolidation phase that is basically about to be breaking out here. I mean, Bitcoin had a major rally towards the upside, and now for the first time we are seeing somewhat of a consolidation phase. We're seeing a symmetrical triangle getting created, and basically the price action is getting squeezed up for Bitcoin, and we're expecting a big breakout is likely going to be happening once again later today. Whether we're going to be breaking support or resistance is going to be determining whether we're going to be breaking towards the upside or have a slight little correction towards the downside. So that is very important to understand right now. But at the same time, if we're looking at the bigger time frame, so on the weekly time frame, you can see that currently on the MACD we are having a bullish crossover happening once again here. And actually the last two times this happened before, we've actually started to see that these always mark the beginning of a major rally towards the upside. It happened here in 2023 November, it happened here in October 2024. Bitcoin of course rallied from about $60,000 all the way up to about $109,000. Then we had the bearish crossover, we moved towards the downside, and now once again it is flipping bullish again here. So super excited for what we're seeing right here. Historically, whenever this signal occurs, Bitcoin always pushes higher. And I mean, one thing I want to be pointing out right now, we are indeed creating a consolidation phase here, but what we've seen last time around after we had that exponential rally higher was just a period of 7 to 8 days of sideways consolidation. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that something similar like this could also happen today here. The market has been showing us a lot of strength recently, and I wouldn't be surprised that we actually do see a slight little bigger continuation from off this point onwards here. So anything can happen right now here, but what I want to be doing here right now is of course to closely look here at the support line on the lower side, and of course the previous range high on the top side as the most important level to be breaking here. So these are the two levels I'm looking at right now here. Bitcoin, of course, ultimately, if we're going to be pushing ever so slightly higher, the big resistance is going to be laying around $106,000. Why that level is because that has been the daily resistance for Bitcoin. I mean, the last few times we've touched that level, we saw major rejections coming in from off that level. So once again, I'm expecting a lot of short side liquidity is going to be laying over there. I'm expecting a lot of Bitcoin short positions will be loaded around that level as well. And of course, a lot of people potentially will be taking some profits off the table whenever Bitcoin hits that level. So make sure to be prepared. Bitcoin is probably going to see a lot of resistance around that range over there. And really, I've been talking about my consolidation phase here, and of course the most important levels to be looking at. You can just clearly see we already broke above the previous range low in the market, so that is most likely going to be flipping us into support. If Bitcoin breaks down, I think $101,000 is going to be a major level of support, and of course the next resistance is going to be the top side, 105 towards $106,000 for Bitcoin. So the capitulation on retail has been here, and honestly guys, before diving deeper into towards the video, I quickly want to be saying Bitcoin is still perfectly following the liquidity as of this moment in time right now here. I mean, you can just currently clearly see it. We've been talking about this liquidity injection from, of course, the worldwide global money supply. It is showed us that the liquidity has been going up here, and Bitcoin is exactly following this path as well here. So super bullish that this is still playing out here. And of course, whenever I am going to be seeing indicators tell us, okay, now the market is really very heavily overvalued, I will be also mentioning that here. But so far, 0 out of the 30 bull market peak indicators have flashed so far, and that ultimately is a very bullish signal in my opinion. Further on, I do want to be discussing some very important news things here, is because currently, if we are looking at Bitcoin, what of course makes the opportunity right now we're having in the market quite generational, while Bitcoin is reaching all-time highs right now, retail interest is close to all-time lows here. And that ultimately makes myself super excited about this move towards the upside, because ultimately always whenever retail interest is low and the market moves higher, it usually gives us more steam towards the upside. And I mean, I've talked about it many times before here also, but the spot Bitcoin ETF, guys, it is about to hit new cumulative all-time highs once again here. Yesterday, we had a great day on the spot Bitcoin ETF here. And ultimately, yeah, Bitcoin is just following that liquidity index. I mean, we've tweeted about it whenever it was sitting at the lows. And I'm also right now tweeting about it while we are, of course, continuing this path here. So, guys, giving a slight little update on my major trades I am currently taking here. They are doing absolutely extraordinary right now here. I mean, my spot positions as well. I've been loading up on Ethereum so many times here. And I've been stating that to you guys on the channel for so many times as well here. Just look back at my previous videos. I've always said that I've been accumulating Ethereum quite heavily, and it is really paying off the dividends right now here. So guys, honestly, if you did copy my trades here, which you had the opportunity of, because yes guys, if you want to be copying my trades using the link description of today's video, you can press on these links and then of course copy my exact trading strategies. If you don't feel like copying my trades here, guys, you can also set up your own grid trading bots on Pionex right now. And if you use the highest link description right now here, guys, you will get to this page. And if you sign up an account, then straight away using this button right here, register, you get a free $30 towards $100 rewarded to your account here. So if you're interested in that, check it out in the link description of today's video. Further on, I want to continue the deep dive, but now a little bit more in towards Ethereum, because Ethereum is right now showing us a lot of it bounced very heavily towards the upside so far. This weekly candle all alone here, guys, it is up over 37% towards the upside, which is of course absolutely insane here. And I want you to understand that this has been the first positive month here in 5 months right now. And more importantly, guys, this is really where the retail capitulation was here. I mean, a lot of people have been selling over there. And also, guys, if we're looking back here, back in 2021, we also had a day with a plus 20% gain here. And whenever that happened, the following 6 days after, Ethereum increased by another 40% towards the upside. So that is a very big stat right here. And you can also see on this chart right now, we have seen the largest daily Ethereum candle close since 2024. And the last time it was of course on the ETF approval. So ultimately, super excited news what we're currently getting, and it just shows you how compressed Ethereum basically was here. And I mean, it just is super bullish in my opinion here. And I mean, we are seeing a lot of other wallets as well. Big whales actually accumulate large amounts of Ethereum right now here. And like I stated in many previous times as well here, also 2 weeks ago already, the interest on Ethereum is very low right now here. Well, if you are betting on tokenization of crypto, if you're basically betting on the world adopting more crypto, you should be betting on Ethereum, because Ethereum is the tokenized asset of all cryptos and the best one out there for sure as well. And we do know we have spot ETFs as well on Ethereum. We're about to get the staked ETF, and I really think the market is right now finally waking up here. It was I don't have an updated chart yet here, but I will be showing you one, guys. I will show you guys an updated chart of the MVRV stat score anytime soon here. But yeah, we were extremely oversold here. And yeah, super excited for where we're currently heading towards. Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation also is bouncing from the legendary support box. It is exactly this box here on the lower side where we're currently bouncing from. I mean, the bounce is very small right now here, but just like we had last time, we only went down until we bounced. And whenever we did have the bounce, we had that major Ethereum season. And I think something similar is going to be happening this time around as well here. Everyone was not liking Ethereum. You can see also Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. It is a big opportunity right now. It bounced from the lows. Also, the Bitcoin dominance chart, it is sitting at that high. I am just very, very excited. And you can see the Bitcoin dominance is sitting at the supply zone, while the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation is sitting at a demand zone. So super excited for what we're seeing over there. We also broke the daily downtrend, which is a very important trend we were looking at. We broke the major downward sloping trend we were creating over there. We broke above the previous low here, which was the $2,200 level. And yeah, we just broke above some key levels of the market, which in my opinion were very important to break above of. Now, I still believe we have some other resistance ahead of ourselves, which is going to be for sure the $2,500 level. And whenever Ethereum is going to be breaking above this level, $2,500, I do really think we're going to be seeing a bigger continuation. But even though if we close the candle right here, we move back towards the downside, back to 2K, we do have that opportunity to once again bounce all the way back up to $4,000. That is really what I am believing. And I am taking my trades all the way towards the upside. And I mean, my first big take profit target for Ethereum is going to be the $2,500 level. I have my full take profit target for this trade on $2,500, but I've got some other trades open as well, especially on spot, where I am more targeting the $4,000 range here. But of course, to do that all with leverage is usually a little bit of a bigger risk here. So that is why I mainly am doing that with my spot position. So this was it for me today's update video. I truly hope you did learn something from this. If you did so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.